Oh, what's this? Is he like talking live time? Oh wow, his voice sounds really nice. Oh, uh, okay, let's watch some more. Okay, okay, collab. Oh, new person. Look, there's that new person, but they're in another collab. What is this? Luxium. What's Luxium? Wait, they can sing? That's a funny line. Oh no, it's a meme. Oh no, they're memes. Help. I've fallen and I cannot get back up. So, VTubers are growing, and if you don't know what they are, here's a really beautiful, elegantly made PowerPoint made by yours truly. So, in the style of a poorly last-minute made presentation, I'm here to read off my slides as I explain. What is a VTuber? Well, I'm glad you asked. A VTuber is a virtual entertainer that has their own character background story and they entertain. In the list we have from left to right, we have Niji Sanji, we have Hololive, and we have VShojo. What I just listed were the 3 big VTuber companies, and you're wondering, that's not a lot of characters. Well, you're in for a big surprise because this is just the EN branch. And as I am speaking, they just added 3 new waves from these companies. So there are a lot more new characters out, and I just didn't update them yet. So next. Why are they so loved? Because they look good. Okay, that's like the number one thing. They look great. Their character design, stunning. The artist interpretation and design and details they put into it, beautiful. They have wonderful art for literally any event, like White Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, anniversary, half anniversary, 1 year anniversary. It could be for anything. Birthday! Okay? Even their characters have their own birthdays. And they have art for that too. And they're funny, you know? They make you laugh during streams. They have memes. Even their songs are memeable. And they're very talented and skillful. They can sing, they can draw, they can write stories, they can make music. Wonderful voices. Their voices do match their character, and it's really nice to see how they can voice act so well. Their range is immaculate. And lastly, their personality. Their personalities are great. You know, they try to stay in character, but they also try to stay true to themselves as an actual person. And we love seeing that little like fade in from the two, and that makes them so unique and wonderful. So on a more serious note, there are some rules you should know before you join this VTuber fandom. And rule number 1 is to respect your streamer. Respect on top of being a basic human. I mean, as in not looking into their past, not trying to see what they look like in real life, not trying to dig into their personal life, because they take their personal life and their character life very seriously. They have a clear division between those two, and you should respect it as well. And if you keep looking into them and you keep exposing them, that is considered doxing. Rule number 2, they are not your friend. Please understand this and also understand how dangerous parasocial relationships are for you and also to them. Just because you can pay them to do certain things and say certain things to you, it does not mean that they are your friend, because at the end of the day, you paid them, they return the favor because it is their job. Rule number 3, please read and watch their rules. Each streamer has the same basic rules, but in the details, they are very different. So respect each streamer as an individual by reading their rules before you chat. Rule number 4, I see this as an issue or like a semi-issue, especially for EN fans, is that when 2 VTubers or even 3 are talking in a social media thread, do not reply to them. It is their own conversation, and you should respect that by not chiming in. The most you can do is, like it because it is public, but at the same time, if you reply, you should notice that they do not continue that conversation because people have awkwardly chimed into their conversation and it's not really a conversation anymore. And rule number 5, do not mention other streamers in a person's stream unless the streamer themselves mentions it. Okay, that was kind of convoluted. But, for example, person A wants to surprise person B. If you're watching person A, just don't go to person B's chat and spoil it. And that'll be fine. Rule number 6, just don't be weird. This means no trauma dumping. Just act as if you wouldn't say that to a person in real life, you wouldn't say it to them in chat. And that is all. Those are all the basic etiquettes, I believe, that you should know in a serious, very serious note before you join VTuber. Because, they are very different from celebrities. Because for celebrities, they have a clear, distinct divide between them and their fans, while VTubers interact, read, talk, and play with their viewers live time, and that does not, that does not really help with parasocial relationships because they're talking to them. But at the same time, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You come for the character and you stay for their personality. Welcome to your special hell. Hi, it's Editing Lori over here. Just wanted to say that this video, huge disclaimer, is Niji Sanji EN branch centric because I just simply watched them a lot more. However, I did not forget other companies and also the independent VTubers. I know independent VTubers work from the ground up and I respect that immensely. So I will not forget them. I will always support them because I know it's a lot of work and it's really hard. So Godspeed to them. Anyways, thanks for listening. Back to the video. So I sat down and I decided to decode why I even fell in love with VTubers in the first place. And the answer was constant content. I call this phenomenon the VTuber shuffle. Step 1. You watch their video. If they end stream and you didn't watch everything, you go watch their VOD. After you watch their VOD, you watch some clips. After you watch some clips, you'll probably watch more clips. After you watch more clips, you go, oh, look, this streamer is live. You watch their live, you watch their VODs, you watch their clips, you watch another person's clips, you watch another person's live, and it continues, and it continues, and it continues, and you're stuck. And you're stuck, and you're obsessed with like 6 different people, and you wonder, whoa, what's happening? It's because you fell into the VTuber shuffle. And I know, for most of us, we fell into this VTuber shuffle because we saw that PNG in the thumbnail and we said, that PNG looked fine as hell. And then you clicked on it and then you realize that PNG has a personality and you like them. You like that personality and you're stuck. You're stuck forever. Everything has been virtual and free so far. You're watching clips, you're watching streams, you're joining Discord fan groups, you're engaging with them in social media until you like them so much that the money comes in. You send them money in a dono, and then you realize that the dono they don't have all the money. It's a split percentage between them and their company. And then you go onto the merch website to buy the voice pack because the voice pack directly supports that actual VTuber. And then you're on the merch website already. You're in advertising hell. They have a voice pack for every single event. They have merch for every single holiday. They have merch for anything and everything. Okay? You want shot glasses? Here's some Niji Sanji first anniversary shot glasses. You want good night voice packs? Here you go, baby. But they're limited time, so you better get them now. You want a body pillow? You gotta wait. Body pillows aren't coming yet. But I know they're in the process of making them. And so yes, it leads to wanting to meet them in person. And that's when cons come in. Because cons are more frequent now that, the panoramic has been loosening, but it's still ongoing. They're meet and greets. Meet and greets are happening. I know in certain case, Luxium is about to have a VTuber meetup. And, you bet your butt I'm getting those tickets. Just like the rest of us. And we're gonna meet them in person. And that makes fans so much more engaged with them. If it goes well during cons, fan engagement will increase through the roof. And that will lead to more support and more advertising hell in the future. The reason why we were able to see their videos in the first place is because they were in our algorithm. And how did they get into our algorithm? Because they worked really, really, really hard in order to get that much following to be able to be in the algorithm properly. I'm going to talk about the differences between the independent VTubers and the brand VTubers. Let's start with independent VTubers. These people work from the ground up. That means that they did a lot of background investment before they even were able to start streaming. That meant that they spent hundreds to maybe even thousands on their legitimately really well-made VTuber model. And then they also had to invest in a good streaming PC and all that equipment in order to start streaming without it being scuffed as a hell. And that is a lot because it's coming out of their own pockets. While for company ones, they get following a lot faster. But do remember that a lot of company people are privately owned independent VTubers. So it's different, yes, but at the same time, the brand, because it's from a brand, everyone who's already in that fandom of that company will immediately flock towards them, and they will gain a lot of followers very quickly. However, that does not mean that the work ends there for them, obviously. They have to constantly stream. They're constantly grinding. They're constantly trying to collab. They're constantly trying to make new content. Even when they're done streaming for a few hours, they will spend that day trying to live their own regular life. But at the same time, they're also trying to make covers. They're also trying to draw. They're also trying to script out their next ASMR. It's a lot of work, and they still do it in order to make sure that they can get enough followers in order to make good income for themselves as well. So with all that planning and hard work, the last thing on their mind is rest. And we all know that if we do not let our bodies rest, our bodies will rest for us. And that's what happened this month. A lot of VTubers had to take breaks because the weather was getting terrible and their bodies were collapsing, essentially, because they were getting sick, they were getting tired, they were getting restless. And that's all because they were very, very overworked. Especially in this week, a lot of VTubers in Nijisan GEN had to state that they had to take a break, or they just wanted to take a break themselves, is because they were tired. What's unfortunate is that when they come back from breaks, or even during their break, they would say that they feel guilty for taking breaks, because that's what they're so used to for the past 6 months or even years, is that they're so busy working and collabing and planning that whenever they take breaks, they think that, oh, because I'm not making content, I'm letting down my fans, which is absolutely not true. Okay, it's so toxic of them to think that way towards themselves, but at the same time, I completely understand why they would think so. So in our case, the most we can do is continue to support them, and also, gently remind them whenever they say that they feel guilty, that they should not feel guilty. In conclusion, I would like to say that VTubers are becoming super, 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 super popular. More of them are debuting, more of them are being made, and they're also in many forms of entertainment. Their range is humongous. We have VTubers telling the news, VTubers making music, VTubers singing, VTubers playing games, VTubers doing ASMR, VTubers literally doing anything and everything. And that is awesome, because that means that this is a new form of content, and it also allows, shy creators to be behind a character and perform what they really want to do. And that's a great opportunity for them. So, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. And also, I only started watching them 2 weeks ago. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a mistake. What? No, not like a mistake. I mean a mistake, Like the VTuber community name for Mista fans? It's like a play on the word mistake, which is what you initially thought it meant. I mean, I guess I would call myself a mistake every now and then. Anyway, he's this VTuber right now, and he says these funny things and screams. What funny things? Like he acts like a bottom. What's a bottom?